Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Hearts of Iron 4 the Polish Front Let's Play, where we are rejoining the Republic of Poland in our attempts to basically take the fight to our enemies before they take it to us. So we have previously justified or have begun justifying a war goal against Czechoslovakia, and we should probably actually check on that. Let's see, we're not quite halfway, so it's still going to be a while. We continue to build up our forces along the border, though, and it seems that they are doing the same. We'll have to see if we have enough firepower to beat them. I'm hoping to have some armor out before the war kicks off, but we'll see if that happens. We are currently researching 4 different technologies now. In the last episode, we did unlock a national focus that gives us a 4th research slot, and so we are taking advantage of that to increase our overall industrial production. I don't recall if we finished the tanks. We did. So we have access to like semi-modern tanks. Which means we should probably start production on these. I don't recall if we did that. No, we're producing artillery and fighters. So I could roll back production on those a little bit to shoehorn some tanks in there. But the issue then becomes, do I have the resources? I have plenty of tungsten, so if we needed more artillery, that wouldn't be a problem. But I don't think I have the steel to get tank production done. Let's see, I need 3 steel. Yeah, so somebody would have to lose out on steel to make that happen. And all of our military factories are currently in use, which is the other issue. So, where do I fit this in? I may have to just trade for more steel, which is not something I wanted to do. Let's see. Or actually, let's go to construction. How many factories do I have? I have 20. Okay. For some reason, only 10 of 15 are being used on this. What are the other 10 being used for? Well, I think I'm going to have to trade another one away. So let's go ahead and trade for some steel. And I will continue to focus my trades through the United Kingdom until war kicks off, because I want them to be nice to us. They're the ones that are currently standing in our way of moving forward. They're also going to be the ones that potentially stand in the way if Germany decides to declare war on us. So we have 22, we'll need 3 for this, that's plenty. Okay, so we are asking for 8. That sounds good. Let's give that a day or so, and then we'll go to, let's see, do we have the steel in yet? No. We should when the day advances. Or it's not going to show up here, I don't think. Maybe it's just not here yet. Anyway, I'm going to back off on... I'm not sure, to be honest. We need fighters. Like, all this stuff is, you know, increasing our infantry production. So I don't know that I can really afford to lose. Maybe what I'll do is... I don't know. I want armor, though. Wait, let's take a look at this. So, oh, we're going to get a free military factory when this is done. So let's just wait for that, then. I don't want to wait for that, but that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Because otherwise I'm going to have to back off of production to something else. And, one, that means that we'll lose efficiency to some small degree, not a huge deal, but we will lose efficiency. And everything that we're currently producing is sort of necessary. We obviously need to continue to produce infantry units, and we need fighters for air superiority. That does remind me, though, let's maybe take a look at how many we currently have. 19 close air support that aren't being used for anything. And then these are all unused as well. Are they all... It's not super clear like what these planes are. It just says that they're airplanes. That's super vague. I think they're all fighters. Well, I'm gonna take these 108 fighters, and let's see, I'm gonna create a new air wing. Sure? No, those are interwar fighters. We want the new ones. I don't know. That's close air support. Well, at least there's close air support there. Okay. So let's see. I think I'll wait on that. Apparently we don't have any modern fighters produced yet. So... using for upgrades. Well, hurry up on that, yeah? Because everything we have is still an interwar fighter. And this is moving pretty quickly. That's good. We need that factory. We're going to need more than just one factory producing tanks, but one is a good start. At least we can get them sort of upping efficiency and whatnot, and then add some more to it. And then, let's see. Let's actually take a look at our current relations with, oh great, yeah, I keep forgetting. I clicked on an airbase, which means that I have to like reset my map modes now. I always forget which one it is. Not that one. Not that one. Come on. Can I just like turn it off and go back to the regular one? I mean, that's not the worst. That's what we want. Resistance, apparently. I don't, where do you get resistance from this? Anywho, diplomacy. So let's see. They like me quite a bit. It's not being reflected very well in their policies, but they do like us quite a bit. They are unfortunately guaranteeing the independence of Czechoslovakia, though. So if we declare war on Czechoslovakia, we'll effectively be declaring war on them. And there's really no way to change that. I can't ask them to do that. I could ask to join their faction, but the world tension is just not high enough. I don't think we'll hit 80% world tension before we need to pull this off. But if we join their faction, became one of their allies in the Allies, I don't think that they would be able to guarantee independence against us. I could be wrong on that, but at least we would complicate matters for them. But as it stands now, we just don't have that option. So I'm not sure how that'll go. If they declare war on me, though, it's going to be difficult for them to do anything about it, because they could hit us in like a beach assault right here, but otherwise we're entirely landlocked and they don't really have any point of entry unless they got military access from like Germany, which I don't see happening. So, I mean, potentially we could pull this off without... Oh, good, our machine tools are done. Without worrying about that, because, again, like, I could just put stacks on these two, and they would be pretty hard-pressed to do anything about it. So, let's see here. We have excavation. It's going to take us 50 days, or excavation 2. I'm going to say, let's just do excavation 1, get that over with. And this is not as far along as I would have liked, but what can you do? So where can we improve this front? It looks like we still need a couple more units down here. Maybe I'll just pull them from here. Give me like 2 of you guys. You're going to be added to that army, and then you're going to join in down there. I thought we had more infantry down there, but I guess not. But either way, that works. You guys are going to... I don't remember what division we were on. Let's see, where did we add the last couple? 28. What are you guys? We could be on 36. Nope. Okay, we're on 38 then. Yeah, 38. Okay, so you guys are the 38th Infantry Division. You are going to join the Western Army, and I'll have you just hop in over there. Okay, and we should be getting some mountain infantry pretty soon. Actually, kind of a ways off. Yeah, these two aren't going to be done for a while. Let's see, how is this doing? A little bit better. Our infantry equipment is about 2 months out, and you guys did tell me that we shouldn't need to change our production for this. It's only the bigger nodes, so when we hit this one, we'll have to change production. When we hit this one, we'll have to change production. But it's not a big deal, because that's... actually, it's not that far off. But still. We only have to do it like twice, instead of like 5 or 6 times. And then our radio detection is like 2.5 months off. But we want that done soon because we need to actually build those. That's not just something that will add, you know, bonuses to our units or whatever. That one's going to take actual construction on our part to finish. That does remind me though, we need to implement more construction because this one is nearly complete. Lublin, I might just throw another civilian factory there. Lodz, same thing. A lot of these places just don't have a lot of room for anything else. Like all of our military factories are here. But that could be bad. That leaves us pretty exposed if they bomb Warsaw. Up here, wow. You don't have anything there, okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna do 2 more civilian factories here. And that'll basically fill that place. But at least we've got those queued up so I don't have to worry about remembering later. And then our front looks pretty much complete here. Again, we're just going to add more units in reserve, but we can only fit 4 per province before we start losing efficiency, so that's all we want to do. And then, did we ever get around to adjusting our mountain divisions? We did, okay. So they are at 20 width. Okay, so Japan is making their way through China pretty effectively. Is there anything else we can add here? Anti-air support. But that is going to hurt organization and increase supply usage, which is not something that I want. So I won't bother with that. But there are things I might still want to add as supports. It's just I'm worried about, especially with mountain divisions and like marine divisions, I don't want to increase supply usage unless I absolutely have to, because those are units that are often going to be in places where it's going to be hard to supply them. So better to make them a little bit less reliant on that stuff. I mean, obviously every unit on the battlefield is reliant on supply, but lower supply usage makes it easier to sort of keep them fighting at full efficiency, even in rough terrain or like small pockets behind enemy lines and things like that. So, you know, we'll keep it down as much as we can. And then, let's see, how far along is this stuff? About a month out for our weapons. A little under 2 weeks for excavation. And this is almost done. That's good, because we need that factory. We need a lot of factories, but we need that one specifically. And then I think after we're done with a couple more civilian factories, I might start building fortifications along the western border. Because obviously we want to fortify our position against the Germans as best we can. And that will be difficult because they're going to be throwing at least some tanks at us. But hopefully by then we'll have tanks to throw back. And we'll have fortifications to slow them down. I'll probably just go like all across here. The thing that sucks is they have the eastern banks of these rivers, or this river. So if we were, you know, holding these, for example, not only would we have the forest for additional defense, but we would have the fact that they have to cross a river as well. Wait, why did I click that? Let's see. Another political advisor, maybe? I'm not producing those yet, but that could be useful. Yeah, let's take that now. And that'll be done any second. Yep. So there's our factory. Let's grab another national focus. Do we want infrastructure? Do we want... I think there was another factory. That's a free civilian factory. Computing technology. I think we should probably slide back over this way. Land doctrine would be useful. That might be more useful a little bit later, because our fighters are modern at the moment. Let's see, submarines. I'm not super worried about... Well, actually, we need this still, don't we? But yeah, I don't really care about a navy. We only have two provinces that are even bordered water. Other than that, we're completely landlocked. So I'd rather just put a bunch of, you know, infantry on the coast and deal with it that way. Of course, that makes us, you know, open to trade routes being raided and stuff, but at that point, we'll just trade with people that are bordering us. So if we're at war with Germany, we'll just go ahead and trade with the Soviet Union, because there's no way they can interrupt that trade. So let's go internationalism, and we'll start working our way closer to Britain. And let's see, we have a free military factory now. Let's go ahead and start production of tanks. And for some reason it still says that we're low on steel, even though I just ordered steel. So did that trade not go through? I'm a bit confused. No, their export is definitely down. So where did that 8 steel go? I'm a bit confused here. Because we had one extra, I thought. And then we just imported 8. So we should have 9 extra. But we only have 2 extra. So somewhere, maybe I'm just looking at this wrong. Let's bring you up a bit. I'm wondering if it just got... No, because you still have 0. I have no idea. So 3 a month. I don't have any more factories to put there. But even without this steel, it looks like we could produce these a little bit faster. As long as we have more factories. But I just don't understand where that steel went. Because I thought we had a little bit of extra. Maybe we didn't. But I swear it said 1 right here. Like 1 in green, meaning we had like 1 surplus. But I guess this was... No, I don't remember if that was 0 or not. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch, but I thought we would have more than enough steel, and we apparently have less than enough. Okay, that's done. That's good news, I guess, for them. I'm not sure. I didn't really read it. So... I think we're good on construction and stuff for a while. I'm wondering, did that boost our steel? Because we were already producing steel. So did that give us... It gave us 1. Okay. That's... I mean, that's fine, I guess, because that upped our... We have enough for tanks now. Or at least to fully supply that. So we're doing 3 tanks a month. If we could get one more factory built, we'd have to come up with more steel, but that would give us 1 a week, which is basically 4 a month. It's a little bit faster than 4 a month, but yeah, it's a whole extra tank basically. So is there anything militarily that we're behind on? Probably just this. And then obviously like Marines, which aren't going to be necessary for us really, and then paratroopers. So maybe we'll do motorized, unless there's a land doctrine that we really need. No, that 255 is just too much of a deterrent unless we have one of the 50% bonuses. I would also like military police and maintenance companies, so that's something to consider. I'm actually going to do maintenance companies because now that we're producing tanks, I want to include those as supports with our tank divisions. So that's something we're going to need to do now rather than later. But motorized infantry is going to be important. We'll try to have that done before 1939 if we can. But we are running out of time, both in real life and both in the game, so we'll see how that goes. That 4th research slot is really helping, but I wish we could have gotten that sooner. I probably should have gone for that. Well, we had to go for Polish revanchism because we needed that to be able to justify our war goal, and that, even that felt like it took forever. But I guess we did sort of go for it immediately after, not necessarily intentionally. We did divert a little bit, but we did get it pretty soon after that. It's just that 4th slot, if we'd had it for the entire playthrough, you know, we'd be so much further along on our research. But we can't really change that because you obviously have to work toward it. You can't just start with it. But at least we have it now. So if we can survive long enough to make use of it, I think we'll be in good shape. So let's see. We almost have another infantry mountain division on the way. This factory in Warsaw is almost done. There it is. And yeah, for whatever reason, we're still only doing 10 here. So I'm curious what the other factories are doing. 11 for consumer goods, 10 for construction. Okay, so that's what they're doing. I guess it's because of my current economy, yeah. So I have to have 11 because of our current economy. Understood. So the issue now becomes changing our current economy. Oh, and there's another research done. So what is our current economy? Civilian. I guess, yeah, I probably should have, next time we get a government upgrade, I'll probably go to partial mobilization. I should have done that a long time ago, actually. But yeah, that would be a good idea. Although, maybe not, because like we sort of need the construction speed, and these are actually really helping with that. As soon as we go to any sort of mobilization, we're going to lose a bunch of construction speed. And that might be, well, factory production speed, I should say. Maybe we should go from here to here. I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know what you think about this, but I think it might be time for us to start mobilizing at least slightly. Just because it would be nice. The trade-off is essentially, do we want to produce factories faster, or do we want more of our factories to be in our own control? And so this is actually not a great trade-off, because we're going from 30%, it's only a 5% increase in our factories, which will probably mean like 2 factories or something. Maybe not even that much. But we're taking a 20% hit in construction speed for both types of factories. So I don't know if that's necessarily worth it, but at some point we're going to need to basically claim as many of our own factories as we can. And so we'll have to work our way to this. But that will have to wait until next episode because we are out of time. So let me know what you guys think about that. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Hearts of Iron 4 with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.